Journalism enters the Preakness Stakes. What are the implications? Welcome to All Horse Racing All the Time. I'm Alan, your host. And now we find out that journalism officially is in the Preakness. What does all this mean? Well, we'll begin by taking a look at the Kentucky Derby, where journalism, number one horse, favorite, got defeated by Sovereignty. Sovereignty wins the Kentucky Derby, but opts out of the Preakness. So there's not going to be a Triple Crown winner this year. So first things first, is Sovereignty dodging journalism? Did he do a hit and run job here? He got away. Journalism didn't have the best of trips in the Kentucky Derby. A Citizen Bull kind of interfered with him, ended up going a little bit wider than he wanted to, took the lead briefly, whatever. But Sovereignty prevails. Nothing against Sovereignty. Why is Sovereignty not in the Preakness? Journalism is in. Well, what I see here, there are a number of implications, and one of the top ones being top 3-year-old. We're talking breeding rights here for the 2025, and then we go on to the Eclipse Award. So journalism, yeah, he finished a close second to Sovereignty as a favorite. So what does this do by entering the Preakness? What journalism did is he's putting his best foot forward. McCarthy and crew. McCarthy met with the team. They looked the horse over. McCarthy flew out there personally, wanted to see what journalism looked like. And he says, we're good to go. So what this means is this. Now, if he turns around and wins the Preakness after having a bit of an excuse in the Kentucky Derby, now he really puts a stamp on himself as the top 3-year-old this year. We all know journalism is multi-talented and a tremendous, tremendous horse. And now he wants to put a stranglehold on it. Now he turns around, and if he wins the Preakness, now he's in the driver's seat going forward. And Sovereignty, did Sovereignty dodge him? You know, Preakness is not the greatest track for closers. So it really didn't set up that well. And I think they're doing a good move giving the horse some rest. Let Sovereignty come back and run at Saratoga in the Belmont Stakes, the 1.25 miles. Race sets up a little bit better for him, his running style. And he can come back, say, yeah, I won the Derby. And now if he comes back, Sovereignty wins the Preakness. Now, maybe he's in the driver's seat for the Kentucky Derby, for the top 3-year-old of the year. So I think journalism, they're doing a good move. This is really going to be one hell of a year for the top male 3-year-old, because we have some other ones out there, some of the best ones we might not have heard from yet. We have goal-oriented running. Bob Baffert running in the Preakness with his undefeated colt, very strong in its last 2 races. Came out of a Equibase speed figure of 109 last race. That's at 1.16 miles, and he's going to end up being, we'll see what the opening odds are after the draw. He'll probably be somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 to 5 to 1. Bob Baffert looking to win extend his record with his ninth Preakness victory. So is that one a horse to hear from yet? And then we have Baeza. What about Baeza? Why isn't he in the Preakness? Probably setting up for the Belmont Stakes over at Saratoga. Same way as Sovereignty is. This one broke way from the outside and damn near was coming up. He was running strong at the end. Damn near caught journalism. A few more strides despite breaking from the far outside post. So that's going to be one to hear from, and I think that's a good move by laying off him with Sheriffs for the Preakness. You know, very lightly race colt. He comes back for the Belmont Stakes well rested, and let's set up, see what happens there. So you really got 3 of them that are in running for top 3-year-old of the year so far. They look like the best 3. What about Sandman? Now, Sandman is going to be entered in the Preakness. He's already, they're all set to go with him. And he's going to be a horse. I don't think he's not, I was thinking maybe he's the Sierra Leone of this year. but I don't think so. I think the other ones have proven themselves better. Some of these have beaten him before. He's going to make some noise. He'll win some races, some big races when he gets the perfect trip. The longer the race, the better it is for Sandman. He'll be there. If things shake out a little dicey in the Preakness this coming Saturday, maybe Sandman, who knows, maybe he gets the dream trip and he comes away as the Preakness winner all of a sudden. So we got a very interesting group of 3-year-olds. And then we have Rodriguez is going to be pointing to the Belmont Stakes for Bob Baffert. Others, Sovereignty is going to be back. I would be shocked if Journalism has a good showing this weekend in the Preakness and skips the Belmont Stakes. That wouldn't be fair. So I wouldn't be so quick, just because Journalism lost to Sovereignty in the Derby, I wouldn't be so quick to dismiss him. I think that would be foolish, especially at the betting windows. This one must be respected. Now, he's going to be coming in there, and he'll have a few extra weeks going forward. He has the breeding to step up and run on the shorter rest. And for Belmont, as a 3-year-old, the Belmont Stakes would be okay for Journalism. So we'll see. I think Sovereignty, I think he stayed out of it mostly to the Preakness probably didn't set up that well for him. And we're seeing that more and more these days. For example, look at Mystic Dan. He wins the Derby, came back, ran in the Preakness, and he got unmasked. Running on that, and there's messy conditions, wins the Derby, and then goes on. And we haven't really heard much from Mystic Dan since. And I don't think they want that to happen. Sovereignty, they're going to try and space him out well. So the main implications, I think this 3-year-old field is still semi wide open. Still have some other good 3-year-olds. We have Grande. What about Grande? Todd Pletcher and Mike Rapoli. That horse really put up some damn good speed figure in the Wood Memorial. And we have, he has the running style that could be around. What about some others in the Preakness? American Promise, nice horse. Lucas, Lucas is always aggressive. I think I just see others as more talented. And Lucas is looking for a break somehow. He, a great trainer. You can't question him. But he's a very aggressive trainer. And American Promise, he'll be around a little bit. If he spots him out, he'll win some races. So Preakness looks very interesting. I'm glad the Journalism is in there. It makes it a more interesting race. And he's not dodging the likes of goal-oriented, or Sandman is coming back, Sandman. So that's what I think the main implications are here. The trainers are continuing this one's campaign, Journalism, as a top 3-year-old, treating the Triple Crown races like they traditionally were until recently, not skipping races, trying to run in all 3 of them. Look at the years like Curlin, running in all 3 races. And but Team Justify. So it's good to see Journalism in there. The main implications, how this affects the 3-year-old race, how it's going to affect breeding rights. And come summer, we're going to have a fantastic summer of racing at the big tracks, of course, Saratoga, and a lot of big races coming up, the Travers, and we also even have the Pennsylvania Derby, a nice stepping stone over there. How good any of these 3-year-olds are going to be if things shape up to the Breeders' Cup. They'd have their hands full, this group, because you have the White Abarios and the Fiercenesses of the world in the Breeders' Cup, and you probably see Forever Young and some. We got some good things. Baeza, who knows? Might he be the best 3-year-old? He might be. We're gonna find that out. So this is turning out to be a fascinating racing season. It's good to see Journalism in there. Good to see Sandman. He gets a chance of redemption. Let's see what he can do. So stay tuned. What do you think? What do you think about Journalism running in the Preakness, deciding to run? Leave your comments down below. I want to thank everybody for watching. And may the horse be with you.